Hello, you're welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to help you to upload a file or image into your GitHub repository. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe and enable the bell to get all the changes and videos. So today, as I mentioned, I will help you to upload files and image into your GitHub repository. Then you can use this image source element later on your website or your projects. For example, FreeCodeCamp, they adding 5 responsive web design projects, and in one of these projects there is a personal portfolio project, which is the one that on front of us now, this one. So they asking you to add an image or your projects. So basically, to add your projects, you will need to bring your project's image. These images is hard to add them into your codepen, but you can bring an image source element. So for example, here, if you see this HTML image tag, here is using this source attribute. This source attribute is using image URL. This image URL that I created a repository, then I uploaded some images to that repository, and later I copied just the image URL and I use it here. That's how simple. So basically, you can do the same. For example, also, if you have just a website from HTML and CSS and you do not like to upload that image into your directory, for example, you can upload this image into your GitHub repository and then use them in your website. So, or maybe second option, for example, if you need to update your GitHub portfolio to have images, and you need to get image source element. Basically, to get the element source, then you can use the same idea to upload an image first to your GitHub repository and then bring your image source to use it. For example, on this here, if I move to the code itself, here I'm using this anchor tag with image element, HTML element, and using source attribute, which using the image source element here, if you see this, or image URL. So this image URL, as I mentioned, I uploaded to my GitHub repository. And also this will help you to make sure this image is available. So you will make sure all this content always will be available in your website or in your GitHub portfolio. And I did a video, for example, how to update your GitHub portfolio to make it look like this, to make it more attractive and stand out. If you're interested in to know more about this, I will leave the link down of this video. So let's just go and start to showing you how to do that. So basically, on the top right left here, this icon, you can press this icon and then just new repository, press new repository. This will bring you to here. What you need to do first, you need to start to add your repository name. For example, this call it like public images, and this, as you see, is highlighted red because already I have similar repository with the same name. And the second things, you can here, this is optional, you can add a description for this repository or not, it's up to you. What's important, you have to leave this public selected to be public, not private. And last one, just select readme or add readme. So this will create a repository with the readme as your repository title or name, and also a description if you added a description. After you're selecting and selecting the public and also selecting readme, and then you can press create repository. As I mentioned, I have this repository already created, so I will show you how it looks like. So as you see here, this is a repository I created earlier, which is called public_images. I already uploaded before some images that I show you earlier that I'm using them on codepen and also on my GitHub portfolio. And as you see here on the bottom, readme is showing just the repository name and the description. For example, if we need to add a new image or file to this repository, just press add file, which is just close to clone icon, and then press upload files. This will show you this page. Then you can press choose your file, which will give you an option to bring a file. For example, just let's add my channel logo. After uploading that, then you need to add your commit message. For example, add Duina tick logo. And then, yes, let's add Duina tick logo. And then press commit. This will take some seconds, then we'll upload your image, and then you can get your image source. Now that's done, then just you can press your image name here. For example, this is my channel logo. Then you can come to this top bar here, and then copy just the URL from here and then use it into your website. That is how is it easy and simple. I hope this was good and useful. And don't forget, if, as I mentioned earlier, if you are new to my channel, press subscribe and enable the bell to get all the change and the videos. Thank you.